Well, a lot of people are doing dry January, and we, of course, are. Well, I am one of those people.
I'm just thirsty.
Caroline is here along for the ride. We are going to be discussing some mocktails in this episode of the Craft Parenting Podcast. My name is Joe. Welcome back. This is my lovely wife and co-host, Caroline.
Hey.
How's it going?
I'm thirsty.
All right. So, as mentioned, it is dry January. And if you are wondering January is almost over. So, but if you stumble upon this video for next year and you're wondering, hey, I am thinking about it. What is this thing that's dry January? What are my options? We've done multiple videos about this.
Yep.
We did a non-alcoholic. It's only a non-alcoholic beer episode. It's audio only.
That was a while ago, yeah.
But I'll link that in the show notes in the description below as well. And we did an episode about non-alcoholic wine as well. And let's see, I think that's it, right?
Yes, that is it so far.
And we did an about what is dry January episode.
Yeah, which is the only episode that I have drank alcohol on so far in the month of January.
So
because I don't want to overwhelm myself with liquid.
So we have 3 episodes you can go and check out. But without further ado, we are going to attempt to make some mocktails.
Live on video. We have not tried to make these. I bought ingredients for this 3 weeks ago, thinking that Joe would drink some of these mocktails during dry January. He has not yet. So we have 0 practice for this.
I didn't know I was supposed to. Okay, whatever.
I am supporting you.
Okay, so we are going to try to make a Shirley Temple. So we're starting out pretty basic.
With the ingredients that we have on hand. We did miss a few things, but we're good. All right, we'll use a slightly larger glass for this.
For a Shirley Temple, you need 6 ounces of ginger ale or Sprite. So we have the Sprite, or a lime juice,
a lemon lime fizzy soda.
Fine. And then an ounce of grenadine. We are gonna replace the grenadine. We're gonna house rule this with some cranberry juice.
It's home infused made cranberry juice. I couldn't find grenadine at our Kroger, and then I completely forgot that I was supposed to be trying to find grenadine when I went shopping. So, whoops-a-doodle.
And then it also calls for an ounce of lime juice, optional.
We have lime juice.
And then some cherry. Maybe we'll put in a little cherry juice as well.
That feels an ounce-ish.
We measure with our heart here on the Craft Parenting Podcast.
I have said this before when talking about how I cook. I measure things with my heart. I go until my ancestors tell me to stop. And then I go a little bit more because my ancestors don't like things as spicy as I do. We'll put 2 cherries in there with some cherry juice just for fun. For funsies. For like super mega funsies, you can put cotton candy on top of this. We don't have, well, we might actually have cotton candy in the house somewhere. I don't think we do right now, though. Joe's probably going to cut that out.
I am indeed.
And you should start it back up where I said Joe's probably going to cut that out for full comedic effect. It smells good.
Are we using the same container? Yeah.
Yeah, we said we were going to share.
Okay.
So we didn't have to get 8 cups.
That's fair. Okay.
Or we could be an episode of Shift Beers where you've got 13,000 cups on the table.
I guess they're bringing that back.
Yeah. I don't know. They said it was supposed to be a Christmas episode because it was what beers would you bring to Christmas, but it aired in the new year. And then they said, maybe we'll do a New Year's episode too. And I have yet to see that happen.
So I've made, I guess, I call it a Shirley Temple. So Lily really likes Sprite with cranberry juice. And
Yep.
for the longest time, I thought that was what a Shirley Temple was.
Mm-hmm.
But, with cherries.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't, obviously, we don't have cherries all the time, so I always admit that. But apparently that is wrong.
Yeah, I mean, so like a Sprite with cranberry juice, I'd more call that. Well, I mean, that's what I drank as a vodka cranberry when I was pregnant. It was Sprite and cranberry juice. And I was like, it's a vodka cranberry, everybody.
Is that why?
Liquor.
Is that why she likes it?
Maybe, because that was when I was pregnant with her.
And she likes it because she likes Sprite, and she thinks that's the best thing ever. Mm-hmm. But that is not the case. And we were supposed to add ice to that.
Oh, yeah. We have a whole cup of ice over there. Bring the ice over here so we remember.
Do you want to add ice to it?
Yeah. I washed my hands. It's fine. That's plenty of ice. We got to save it for I really need it to muddle the mint. Oh, man. We got to take another picture. Okay. Here, wait, let me put a cherry on top of the ice. Two shakes, everybody. Cherry on top. Pretty please with a cherry on top. Dun 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 dun. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
All right, so we're back. We added some ice.
Yep. We remembered that the ice
I could have snapped, and then I could edit it. It's too late for that now, though.
It is. Though I saw there's a guy who does videos down in Florida, and he's like, so apparently we're gonna get 2 inches of snow. I don't know if I believe that, and he's like going about how he doubts it. And then it's video updates of more and more snow, and he's like, well, so remember how I said that earlier? Well, it's a good thing that I continue. And he's like, well, if we do get it, here's before and here's after. And it's like, so he had the cognizant the words. He knew that he should record a before, even if there might not be an after. Mm. And then they went wakeboarding on their street being pulled by a golf cart.
I saw a video. I have no idea if it was real or authentic or whatever. It's just one of those videos that you see. Mm-hmm. It was salt trucks in Florida, and it's a guy in a pickup truck sitting in the back throwing out salt on the road.
When you're a place that never gets snow,
you don't have it.
You don't have the infrastructure. Like the city of Atlanta has 10 salt trucks total. My friend lives in Mobile, Alabama, and was sending me photos, and he was like, yeah, I've been off work for the last 2 days, and here's a notification that I just got to my phone from the county that says, consider all roads dangerous. Don't go anywhere. Because they maybe have a snowplow. Maybe, but I even doubt that.
I'm sure other cities or whatever came in to help them. Well,
you got to get your snowplow from Cincinnati down there or wherever it's from. But because he was saying, they at least have a heater, but he's like, we never see weather this cold for more than 2 days in a row. Yeah. And it's never this cold, and we never get snow because he's on the beach.
Yeah. So what do you
Shirley Temple?
What do you think of the Shirley Temple?
This was your sister's go-to whenever we went out to restaurants, and we were all old enough to drink, and she definitely was not. So this was her participation trophy drink of, well, hey, you can order a Shirley Temple because it'll come from the bar.
Yeah, and
it's sweet. It's tasty.
It's sweet, but it has that sourness from the lime juice.
Yeah, you get a little bit of tang with it, which is nice.
Yeah, I've never had it with lime juice other than the Sprite. Mm-hmm. But let's see. So it's popular among children and adults. some variations, including a special lime juice. And
Hey, you said an ounce, not a splash.
the recipe the recipe that I found said an ounce. So perhaps that is...
Everybody will put their own twist on it. I mean, that's the thing. With any of these, you can put your own twist on it. Like, you don't like lime juice, don't put in lime juice. You're allergic to cherries, don't put in cherries. Like...
Or maybe just don't order this one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there anything except... Okay, so this is what I was trying to do. I don't know why it wasn't pulling up. But we are going to go to the wonderful world of Wikipedia.
You mean that website that's all about mocktails?
It's exclusively about mocktails. So, a Shirley Temple is a non-alcoholic mixed drink, Wikipedia says, traditionally made with ginger ale and a splash of grenadine, and garnished with a cherry. Modern Shirley Temples may substitute lemonade soda. Shirley Temples are often served as an alternative to alcoholic cocktails, as are the similar Roy Rogers and Arnold Palmer. And we are going to be trying Roy Rogers. In a few minutes. But the cocktail may have been invented by a bartender at Chasen's, a restaurant in West Hollywood, California, to serve then actress Shirley Temple. However, other claims to its origin have been made. Temple herself was not a fan of the drink, as she told Scott Simon in an NPR interview in 1986. In 1988, Temple filed a lawsuit to prevent the sale of a bottled soda version using her name. In October 2024, American soft drink brand 7-Up introduced a limited release Shirley Temple flavored variety. So it doesn't say if she won that lawsuit. I guess I could look that up.
Nah.
But
Let's make another drink.
I don't think she's alive, right?
No.
So it's kind of a...
Which is potentially why Sprite could get away with it. Or she lost the lawsuit.
It goes against her wishes for sure. So I thought I read that she didn't drink, and I don't know. I don't know if she drank or not. I thought I was reading something else in Wikipedia, but this is what is there.
Maybe you're reading the Shirley Temple page where it talks about more her. I don't know.
Okay, well, I think that's enough about that. Is there anything else you wanted to say about a Shirley Temple?
I mean, it's good. Everybody knows how to make one as a bartender, so it's really easy to get. Huh?
Want the rest of that?
Sure. There's like half a sip. I'll set it over here for now. Okay.
So the next drink that we are going to be trying is a Roy Rogers. So this also has grenadine, which means
cranberry juice.
You're going to be doing cranberry juice. And we're going to be doing cola.
I forgot how critical grenadine was to what we were doing. Move the ice over here so I remember that the ice exists. Actually, we're going to pour this all over ice, and then we're going to lightly mix. We're going to run out of ice real fast if I keep using ice like this. Okay, so you said cola.
Yeah, 6 ounces of cola.
You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. I'm measuring this with my heart.
And some grenadine. That was really loud.
It's a little sticky.
Perfect.
And cherry.
A cherry as well.
The cherry sank to the bottom, but it's in there. I promise. So yeah, Roy Rogers and Shirley Temple.
Hang on.
Oh.
All right, continue.
Wait, hold the drink. And just like that, you have a drink.
There we go.
So yeah, Shirley Temple and Roy Rogers, well-known movie stars of their time. I hadn't seen anything like I hadn't recalled like actually like seeing a full movie or like most of a movie with Shirley Temple in it until with the kids. Like I remember those commercials of buy the VHS pack of all of her movies.
Animal crackers.
Yeah, and it's like
And
going
my
through
soup.
all her big hits. And then Roy Rogers, I recognize that from something, but not like because I saw his stuff, because like references to his stuff.
The Roy Rogers Mocktail is a non-alcoholic mixed drink that is named after the famous American actor and singer Roy Rogers, known as the King of the Cowboys.
That's right.
This drink is similar to a Shirley Temple, but uses cola instead of ginger ale or lemon lime soda.
Makes it manly.
It is a popular choice for all ages due to its sweet and refreshing taste.
That's so sweet. I mean, they're both so sweet. All of these drinks are going to be super sweet.
Yeah, that's an ongoing theme in Dry January.
Everything's too sweet.
Yes.
And that's me saying it. That means something.
So Wikipedia says the drink originated in the 1940s and is named after American actor and singer Roy Rogers, 1911 to 1998. He was popular at the time. It was likely named after Rogers because he did not drink alcohol. So I was mixing the two, Shirley Temple and Roy Rogers. The Roy Rogers is similar to a Shirley Temple, this we know. The Roy Rogers was reportedly sold as a boys' alternative to the Shirley Temples in the 1950s and 1960s.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's Coke and other stuff, so it's not just Coke. I mean, he probably had it in the good old days when there was actually cocaine in the Coke. But
Is that a meth?
I don't think so. I think that was actually a thing. Was there actually... Yeah, you're going to search, was there actually cocaine in Coke? While you're doing that, I'm going to start prepping stuff for a mint julep, because this is going to be involved. Let me have this... Wait, I need the mint.
Okay, here's the mint.
And I'm going to look up... Pull up your mint julep page real fast.
The Mojito?
Oh, yeah, Mojito. Oh, it was Mojito, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
Yeah.
So 10 mint leaves, lime juice,
Okay, so I need...
sparkling water.
Yeah, I need 10 mint leaves and some lime juice. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you were going to do something while I was doing this. Oh, you were looking up, was there actually Coke and cocaine? Cocaine and Coke. Was there actually Coke and cocaine? Oh, my goodness.
It was removed from the formula after the turn of the 20th century.
Okay, so maybe he didn't get to enjoy the cocaine Coke.
Well, that's what the AI says.
You can't trust AI. My boss asked AI for 10 non-destructive testing ideas, and it gave him 8 destructive testing ideas as part of the 10 non-destructive tests. I'm like, this is not helpful. Also, maybe ask AI for like 3 of something, not 10 of something. That's an interesting sound if it comes through on the mic.
2 tablespoons of lime juice, 2
about
tablespoons simple syrup, honey.
Or are you just going to use some honey? Because I forgot about simple syrup.
I wonder how much.
Hey, you come here because we're fun to hang out with, and we help you not spend a bunch of money by getting all of this specialty stuff.
Well, you know.
That might have been too much honey. I might be the problem on why this drink is so sweet. No, I got to muddle stuff first.
You have to muddle it. Okay.
Yeah, did you scroll down? Was I not supposed to put the honey in yet? Because I was going to muddle it. I wasn't supposed to put the honey in yet. I'm supposed to muddle it. I need the ice. I had a plan.
You had a plan. Well, why'd you?
You said it with such confidence. Okay, now you talk about your stuff while I do this.
Okay. So USA Today says.
Wait, how does this look on camera?
USA Today.
Here, I'll mute my mic. That was your mic. Who's running this show?
So USA Today says early Coca-Cola contained cocaine. Coca-Cola did, in fact, once contain cocaine, according to the National Institute on Drug Abuse.
Well, they know what they're talking about.
When the popular drink was invented, it was first marketed as a patient medicine. Cocaine was legal at the time and was a common ingredient in medications, according to the Institute. All right.
It really was. They used cocaine in everything. That and heroin. Man, they did not know how bad those two things were going to be for the long-term human health.
So, yes, to answer the question, yes, they did put cocaine in it. No, Roy Rogers did not drink cocaine. So I'm glad. Hopefully we're not going to get sued about that. Okay. Anyway, we are making.
I think I successfully muddled. It feels muddled.
All right. We are making a virgin mojito.
Yeah.
And
Joe told me the wrong order of ingredients, and then so it's just Sprite. It's seltzer now, and that's it. Because I already did the lime, and I did the mint, and I did the honey, even though I wasn't supposed to.
Says sparkling water.
Okay. And then lime slices are optional. I did not remember to buy lime. Well, you didn't tell me to buy limes, or I just didn't remember to buy limes. So here is your mojito.
Can't put the matchery though.
Oh, wait, here we go. There is not as much Mad Tree logo. We're making drinks, y'all.
Well, that looks really good, actually.
I mean, I don't know. Is it going to be like a, oh man, what's that thing? The mint julep. That's the thing that I initially said was mint julep.
I am not sure, actually.
Actually, I just ate part of a mint leaf. It's eatable.
So a mojito is a traditional Cuban cocktail that has gained popularity worldwide. It is known for its refreshing combination of sweetness, citrus, and herbaceous mint flavor. Mm-hmm. The cocktail typically consists of 5 main ingredients: white rum, sugar, often sugar cane juice.
That'd be the honey simple syrup is replacing that.
fresh lime juice, mint leaves, and soda water. The preparation involves muddling mint springs with sugar and lime juice, adding a splash of soda, filling the glass with ice, and then pouring in the rum and topping it off with more soda water. The drink is then lightly stirred to combine all the ingredients. Mojitos are often served in a Collins glass and are garnished with sprigs of mint or slices of lime, which we do not have.
I mean, we do have sprigs of mint, but then I can't make any more later. It's good. It's not super sweet, which I'm a super big fan of. And that's probably because of the sparkling water, not like soda going into it.
They are particularly popular during warm weather due to their refreshing nature.
I can totally see that.
The cocktail's origins can be traced back to Cuba, with some theories suggesting it evolved from a 16th century drink called El Drac, which was made with argante, an early form of rum, mint, lime, and sugar. The name Mojito is believed to have appeared in cocktail literature in the 1932 edition of Sloppy Joe's Bar Cocktail Manual. Ernest Hemingway, the renowned American author, was known to enjoy mojitos at the Havana bar La Bagutia.
Do you want me to try? I took 3 years of Spanish.
Del Medio. We'll just let that go.
You don't want me to try?
No. The cocktail's simplicity and refreshing taste have made it a favorite among many, and it is often considered one of the most popular rum cocktails globally. So basically, we replaced a few things and we didn't add the rum.
Yeah.
So do you think it needs rum?
I mean, I can be Jack Sparrow and say, but why is the rum gone? I mean, I'm good with or without it. I don't always need alcohol to have a good time. So this would be
That's interesting.
Yeah. And I feel like when I was pregnant with Lily and we would go out to bars and I would tell the bartender, I'm pregnant, make me a drink that's fun. This is something that they could potentially put in front of me. And I'd be super happy about that. I did do that a lot when I was pregnant with Lily because we went to a lot of alcohol-based events.
I didn't go to a lot. We went to enough. I don't know.
We went to a few because I would distinctly recall talking to bartenders and being I'm pregnant, make me something fun. And they're like, well, what does that mean? And I'm like, I don't know, something that tastes good.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the rum is where the sweetness comes in and probably the cane sugar.
Yeah, the cane sugar would probably make it a little bit more sweet than the honey, but it's still really good.
Okay. So you like that then?
Mm-hmm. I would drink that again.
And explain what you were doing with the mint leaves.
I think I was muddling. I might not have been muddling. But you're supposed to bruise the mint leaves so you get more of the flavor. If you just leave the leaves as they are, you don't get as much of the flavor out of them. So you got to kind of beat them into submission so they get more of the flavor. So I was stirring, mixing. Excuse me. I think there's a muddle stick that you're supposed to use or you can use. Or am I just thinking of a cocktail spoon?
Probably, yeah.
I just make stuff up.
Let's see what the AI says. When muddling mint leaves for a mojito, it's important to do so gently to avoid releasing bitter flavors or causing discoloration.
Whoops.
According to Pedro Colina, the bar director at Nomad, you should simply remove the mint leaves from their stems and add them to the shaker with the rest of the ingredients. So I guess you just shake it. Is that what I'm
That's what he said. I don't know, man.
Is that what that's called?
I didn't think so. I thought you had to do something before you added everything else in.
This method ensures the mint flavor remains prominent without introducing bitterness.
I mean, they probably actually have like bartending classes, and I don't.
So lightly muddle the mint in the bottom of the cocktail shaker. Okay, that doesn't tell me what muddling is.
Nope. It's fine. We'll
This
figure it out
says
later.
to stop muddling your mint when you make mojito. The internet is confusing.
Got to love the incredible edible internet. Why do I still quote red versus blue?
I don't know.
Man, I want to watch Red versus Blue now.
I thought Netflix bought it and they like made a new.
Rooster Teeth had some good stuff.
Okay, so that was interesting then. I guess for next time we know what not to do.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
Maybe
taste
we'll
bitter.
learn. Maybe we won't. No, it doesn't taste bitter. It's fine. It's good. I would still drink it again.
Maybe we'll add this to it next time.
Yeah. So we're cheating on the margarita. Mainly because I found this and I was like, this is super easy. We should try this. So this is Simply Mixology Lime Margarita. It is a mocktail and mixer. So this should be just like a lime margarita off the jump.
So where does the
That
orange juice
tastes
come
like
in?
a margarita.
Where does the orange juice come in then?
I think the orange juice is to replace the triple sec. The big thing is I need that big blue plate and I need the salt. Because it's not a margarita if you don't have a salted rim. When was the last time I used this sea salt? I don't even remember anymore.
I use kosher salt for the chili.
Yeah, we use kosher salt for a lot of stuff. So we gotta salt the rim. So I remember how to do this properly. You have to wet the rim of your glass, which this is a wet paper towel. Some places will do like, here's a plate with water in it. And then you get your salt on your rim. It's been a hot second since I've done this. That is a salted rim. And then we can make the salt disappear.
Okay.
And now this is not from concentrate.
Do you want the ice?
Yes, I do want some ice. So what does your thing says what to do? What does your thing say if you don't have this incredible handy dandy?
Well, I didn't write it down because I ran out of time.
Yeah, so margarita is 3-2-1. I think it's tequila, lime juice, and triple sec. Are your 3-2-1? But I probably got that wrong. Because it's you want 3 ounces, 2 ounces, 1 ounce. And
So this says combine juices. So combine limeade, orange juice, and lime juice in a pitcher.
this says it's a blend of lime and orange juices. So it's filtered water, lime juice, cane sugar, orange juice, natural flavors, and sea salt.
So we're not doing the orange juice.
No.
Okay.
We just brought a bunch of stuff down here that we didn't necessarily need. It's fine. It's just exercise. Okay, you need to take a picture of that.
Top with sparkling water or club soda.
We don't have to do that because we're using the mixer. But yeah. I am not allowed to have tequila margaritas anymore.
Say that again.
I'm not allowed to have tequila margaritas anymore. At least nothing more than like a regular size drink. Because once I super glued my phone to the table. Whoops-a-doodle. My bad. It was fine. I also found out that I could get margaritas at a friend's wedding.
Maybe we shouldn't tell that story.
And then became the life of the party.
That's one way to put it.
It was I think I've talked about the drive home before. It was not a good long-term decision. It made sense at the time. I made really good friends with people whose names I do not remember.
Okay.
This tastes like bad decisions in somebody's backyard.
And that's the name of the episode.
Yes.
Now I have to name the episodes practical now because I'm trying to learn about SEO and thumbnails and YouTube, how it works.
That's really good.
It was really sour
It's really sour.
and really salty.
Well, I mean, I put a bunch of salt on the rim. I didn't know how much was too much, and I didn't super realize there was sea salt in the thing, and then I put sea salt around the thing. So now there's just a lot of sea salt. Electrolytes. That's what electrolytes are.
Yes.
When people tell you that it's beer made with electrolytes, that means it's beer that they added salt to. That's all that is.
Okay, so you were vibing before about what a margarita is.
Yeah, it's 3, 2, 1.
It consists of tequila, triple sec, and lime juice. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay.
Proportions are 3, 2, 1. I want to say it's tequila, triple sec, and lime juice for the 3, 2, 1, but 3 ounces of tequila. This salt.
It makes it hard to talk.
It really does. The 3 ounces of tequila seems like a lot. I want to say it's 2 ounces of tequila.
It's probably lime juice, tequila, triple sec.
This is so much salt. Make another Shirley Temple or something.
Hang on. The history of the margarita is shrouded in mystery and folklore due to its numerous origin stories.
I created it.
According to the cocktail historian David Wondrich, the margarita is related to the brandy daisy. Margarita is Spanish for daisy. I did not know that.
I like daisies.
Remade with tequila instead of brandy. Okay, so it's a margarita is made with it's a brandy daisy made with tequila instead of brandy.
Okay.
Gotcha. Daisies are a family of cocktails that include a base spirit, liquor, and citrus. A sidecar and gin daisy are other related drinks. There's an account from 1936 of Iowa newspaper editor James Graham finding such a cocktail in Tijuana years before any of the other margarita, quote, creation myths. So where did it come from?
But what if he's the myth?
Yeah, I don't know. But what country did it come from? Mexico?
I think
The Caribbean? Caribbean? Oh my goodness.
the Caribbean.
Yes.
I believe Tijuana is in Mexico.
According to Jose Cuervo, the cocktail was invented in 1938 by a bartender in honor of Mexican showgirl Rita de la Rosa.
I mean, they always want to say it's over a girl. Some pretty lady.
So there's a lot of stories.
I put way more salt on this rim than I thought that I did.
Yeah, you did. Do you want it? Okay. So out of the 4 varieties, did you have a favorite?
The Mojito was a nice surprise. I like that. Maybe we'll make some in the summertime with or without alcohol. I think the kids might like that too, without alcohol. Specifying I mean, Shirley Temple is always like an old standard. Everybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always liked margaritas. I just have to be careful around tequila.
You replace the tequila with vodka?
Yeah, usually if I go out somewhere and I try to get, if they don't have beer, because most of the time I get beer, or if for some reason I'm in the mood to drink liquor, if they have margaritas, I'll ask if they can make them with vodka instead of tequila. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't, because it'll be like a pre-mixed thing, so they can't take the tequila out of that. And let's not be stupid and mix tequila and vodka to make it a more alcoholic thing than it already is.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, because I think Bloody Marys. No, I think Bloody Marys usually have vodka in them. I've really tried to like Bloody Marys, but I can't get into them. I do like them when they have like a full meal attached to them, though. That makes it more fun. But
we went to a bar in D.C., Washington, D.C., before kids, and a friend recommended it to us. It was a build-your-own Bloody Mary bar.
Yeah. So you could choose like your base tomato, your liquor, and like they had a cucumber vodka. And like all these different kinds of vodkas and rums and stuff and tequilas. And then you could also choose your accoutrement. And then I think your spice level as well. And so I made like what I thought I would think would be the perfect Bloody Mary. And I still could not super get behind it. But like the Eagle. The Eagle is very much known for their Bloody Marys, or at least they were at one point.
Yeah. And
like I tried to like that as well. But that was like super spicy. Like that was a little bit too spicy even for me. So I thought that was why I didn't like it. Was just because it was so spicy. But it was something with the tomato that I just couldn't. Something with the tomato juice. I like tomatoes. Tomato juice, just can't super get behind it.
Well, there's a lot of acidity in tomato juice. So we just made we finished off the Shirley Temple and the Roy Rogers.
Finished off the cans.
We finished off the cans of the soda. The Roy Rogers just tastes like a cherry Coke or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, this is probably before cherry Coke existed.
Yeah, for sure.
What was a cherry cranberry?
Cherry cranberry Coke.
Berry squared.
Yeah. So I used to work at La Rosa's, and we had the Coke machine where you could. We had the original one at first, and then it was the
freestyle.
It was a big deal, and we got the freestyle, and we could choose the different varieties. Cherry Coke was one of my go-tos. There's cherry Coke, cherry vanilla Coke, and then you could diet all of them.
Yeah. Man, I would hate to be the person that has to maintenance one of those machines, like clean it out and stuff. And do the proper job at it.
Well, it was the server's job to shut it down. And it was our job to refill the cartridges and stuff, the flavorings.
We got to like clean those things out every once in a while. But
yeah, that was a good episode.
Too much salt at the end, but good.
Too much salt. Yeah.
My tongue's still a little stuck.
My favorite was probably, I really like the Shirley Temple with the lime.
Yeah.
That was a nice surprise. But the mojito, I never had a mojito before. So I don't know what they're supposed to taste like.
I feel like I probably have, because I'm like, if we go somewhere that doesn't have beer, I'm like, let me see what sounds interesting. And I try to get that.
Yeah, I'm not a cocktail person. Usually there's something that I can drink, but I'm not usually a cocktail person.
Yeah.
But this was interesting. I'm glad we did this.
Mm-hmm. It was nice. We got plenty of ingredients to make more.
Yes. And orange juice. I thought the orange juice was for the margarita, which is why I didn't drink it.
Yeah, and it didn't. No, I think when I went to Kroger to get orange juice, they didn't have any half gallons that were pulp free. And I was like, if I don't get pulp free, like the whole house is going to riot. So I got a gallon of it. And it's just been sitting unopened in our fridge for far too long.
Yeah, we've been planning this episode for a while.
Yeah.
So I guess we have one more dry January episode.
Yeah, but it'll be like the end of dry January.
Yeah, so I guess I have to figure out what we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't think...
What you're doing, I'll just do shots every 10 minutes on the episode.
Yeah, I don't think we have access to like non-alcoholic spirits, but I don't know that I would want to.
I don't want to spend money on that. I'd rather do this.
For the cost, I know we kind of talked about the cost, about the non-alcoholic wine and the non-alcoholic beer. The cost to buy the ingredients, wasn't that bad.
No.
It was the cost of a 12-pack of soda plus mint leaves. It's not that expensive.
The mint leaves were probably like one of the harder gets because it's not as like easily accessible anymore. But I mean, it was still, I got it off the shelf at Kroger.
The honey simple syrup and the grenadine, we don't know where to get that at.
Well, I had a bottle of grenadine and then we got rid of it because we just stopped making drinks with it. And now I'm like, dang it. I know I can get it at a liquor store. I thought I could get it at Kroger. Couldn't find it at the 2 Krogers that I looked at. But I only looked at 1 Kroger. I forgot to look at the other.
We couldn't find
Kroger.
it at Jungle Gyms, or did we just forget about it?
I think we forgot about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because they have everything at Jungle Gyms. Like,
it's just finding it that's the issue.
Yeah, finding it is the issue. And then finding me when I start like going down other aisles. But their Greek section's going to expand. I'm so excited.
We got the deal on that.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I don't know. I'm just going to take shots next week. I don't know what I'm going to take shots of because we don't have a lot of liquor in our house, but I will find something to take a shot of.
Get out of here with that.
Maybe. We'll see.
It's a work night.
It is a work night. We have 30 concrete trucks coming to work tomorrow, but that's not my show. So I get to sit back and watch the chaos ensue. It's going to be fun.
30 for what?
We're getting a new machine, and the new machine needs a very large foundation. They're going to start pouring the foundation. In total, they need like 40 to 50 concrete trucks for the whole kit and caboodle. It's fun.
You can just order 40 concrete trucks full of concrete.
Yeah. Well, the contractor did. He's the one running that show. I think we suspect the concrete trucks are going to come from 2 to 4 different concrete plants in the area because we don't think that one concrete plant is capable.
That was my question.
Of sustaining 30 trucks in the 4-hour time span that they are looking at getting all of this done.
And concrete dries in cold weather?
It's inside, so it's fine.
Inside.
We're mostly climate controlled. But I think it was
wind.
It was like 50 degrees on the shop floor when it was like -5 outside. I was bundled up on the floor. That I was standing looking at a machine as production was working on it, and I was like 20-ish feet away from a dock door that was closed. But I mean, it's just a garage door. It's a giant garage door, no insulation on it because it's got to roll up really small to not interfere with any of the cranes and stuff. The back side of my body that was facing the door was a good like 10 degrees cooler than the front side of my body that was not facing the door. I was like, my butt is going to freeze off. My front is fine, but since I'm just standing here, my butt's going to freeze off.
Yeah. I mean, there are places in our house that are like that. We need to fix that.
Yeah.
Particularly the basement.
Well, it's because we only have like 3 vents down here and they're mostly closed. So all the heat goes upstairs and not down here.
Yeah.
We also have kids that know how to get outside on their own now. So I'm talking to my mom in the kitchen. I told Elliot to go downstairs to get something to bring it upstairs. Or like I asked him if he could let Clara out. Maybe I think I asked him to let Clara out.
Yeah. And
I look outside and he is climbing up the play set, slides down the slide, and then comes back inside. And I'm like, sweet, I got to worry about that now. Okay. We need to have the conversation on please do not leave the house without mommy and daddy knowing. I mean, good news is I can take off most of the child locks now because they're useless.
We can leave them on.
But we're probably just going to leave them on because it's pretty funny watching people try to leave our house that don't know how to work child locks.
Even the people that do.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Is there anything else you want to say about mocktails?
I mean, out of the 3 things that you have drunk, I've only drank 2 of them, but I have had non-alcoholic beer before. Out of the 3 things that we have, like the 3 categories of things that we have drunk so far, I would prefer the mocktails. It'd probably be mocktails, NA beer, NA wine would be my priority list of how I would choose those things.
Yeah.
Partially just because mocktails are going to be more consistent in quality and taste.
Yeah.
And probably like on par or cheaper than the NA beer.
I would say.
I mean, half the time when I was drinking non-alcoholic drinks when I was preggers, they just give it to me for free. Because they're like, well, he's buying 3 beers. So, yeah, you just get this one for free.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Back in pre-COVID. I don't know if that's still the case now. Probably not.
Back in the day, I would drink 3 beers.
Yeah.
But,
you had a DD.
I did, yeah. But I don't, yeah. I mean, so how is Dry January going? I have found myself wanting to go out, and to like do like a wing and beers thing once. And we didn't do it. I didn't order a beer. You ordered a beer. I ordered a Coke. So as far as like cravings go, like I don't like crave, like I want a beer. Mm-hmm. Or man, I miss drinking a beer, whatever. It's nothing like that. But I do find myself wanting sugar. Which it's interesting.
All that yeast that's in your body longs to turn that sugar into alcohol. There are people whose bodies do that. It's not fun, but that is like a thing.
Yeah. Now I've been like craving sugars, which is why we have soda in the house.
Yeah.
Pop in the house.
How hard was going to fretboard?
Well, we went to lunch at fretboard. No one drank.
Well, so it was a work lunch. That made things a lot nicer than like, hey, it's you, the wifey, and the kids. Yeah,
no one drank. I didn't ask for NA beer or anything like that. Hop water is a thing. Mm-hmm. We do.
Oh yeah, you got that.
We have hop water in the refrigerator. Mm-hmm. I just have to remember not to save me one for next week.
We can put it in the door.
Yeah. No, I didn't ask for that. I drank pop, which I don't typically drink very often. Mm-hmm. So this is the most I've drank pop in a very long time. And it's all very sugary. Like I can taste the sugar.
Mm-hmm. My teeth hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
It's so sweet.
But yeah, I've found myself like craving sugar in particular. Not necessarily beer or wine. It's just a sugar. So it's it's something I didn't expect, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I thought I would, get off from work on a Friday and be like, what beer am I going to drink? And wish that I was, going through my beer fridge and stuff like I normally do, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah.
So it's just sugar, basically.
Okay. Yeah. I started off the month drinking more beer than usual. And now I think I'm drinking less beer than usual. Just because, I was like, I could crack open a beer today, as I was making dinner. And I was like, wait, but I'm going to drink 4 mocktails with Joe tonight. I don't want that much liquid before I go to bed.
Yeah.
So I'm just not going to bother.
Yeah.
Now I am going out with some girlfriends tomorrow and there won't be any kids. So I got to figure out what I'm packing for that to bring with me. So I'll have some alcoholic beverages, but I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to say about mocktails?
I don't think so. They're tasty.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like you're drinking, but you're not. And if you're pregnant, it's the best way to hide that you're pregnant.
Yeah. And if you go to bars, they present it very well. Mm-hmm. It's not like they're
not like, here's your mocktail.
Oh no, they make it all pretty. It's not like they half-ass it because, it's not alcohol. I'm not going to bother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They at least the places that we go to, they do all the same stuff minus the alcohol. Well, thank you so much for listening, for joining us. We really appreciate it. This is the Craft Parenting Podcast. The podcast about two Cincinnati craft beer lovers with a parenting problem. My name is Joe. This is Caroline. If you want to follow the show, support us, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, of course, and Rumble and X as well. And if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you
slam that like button, smash subscribe, ring that notification bell.
And if you're listening on the audio version,
5 stars.
Give us a 5-star rating and review. We really appreciate that. Maybe write some nice words about.
Write a soliloquy. I don't remember what a soliloquy is. I just remember that's a thing that we talked about in English class.
About the podcast, yeah.
Or limericks. Limericks are fun.
Oh man, Julia's gonna write a limerick now.
Yes.
If you want to follow me personally, I changed my handle.
Did I notice that?
On Instagram. I am Dad of Words now.
It's so confusing when you do that. Okay.
Why is it confusing?
I think I tagged you as Craft Parenting Joe today.
I think it's the same thing. But,
okay. I don't know. I'm still at Caroline Creates Crafts. That ain't going to change because Caroline creates crafts.
Okay. And thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you next time on the Craft Parenting Podcast.